Hey guys, it's going to be a quick little video on how to add this Hazmat character 2 from the Unreal Engine Marketplace into the multiplayer zombie survival template. As you can see here, it's a pretty cool looking character. It's got a gas mask, a helmet, a bunch of different colors and materials for the character. It supports Unreal Engine 4.27 all the way up to 5.4. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to do 5.4 because I know that's what a lot of people are using. So I've added it into a 5.4 project and let's get right to it. So the first thing, let's go into this Hazmat character. Want to open up the meshes, and here's the SK Hazmat 2 character. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to right click on him. I'm going to go to skeleton. I'm going to assign skeleton, and then I'm just going to type in mannequin and click on the one that says UE4 mannequin skeleton HGT characters mannequin. Make sure it's that one because that's the one in my zombie template. Now you can save that, and let's see, next thing we want to do is we'll go to the actual character here. So let's look in his blueprints. We'll open up the here's a BP turntable. Let's open that up. So here is his character from the showcase. So you can see he's got like the actual character, and then like a helmet mesh and a backpack, pouches, canteen. We're going to add all those into our other character in the zombie template too. But I'll just have that open for now so that way we can come back to it. So now let's go back into the content folder. We'll go to HGT, we'll go to characters, go to child characters, and then just pick what character you want to be the Hazmat person. So I'm just going to pick the green character here. And what we want to do is click on our character mesh and change it from a mannequin to a Hazmat. And you'll say, oh, why is he green for? It's because in the construction script I had set this up where it changes the color of the character. So we'll just disconnect that for now. And I'll just delete that comment for now. Alright, so we come back and boom, now we have our Hazmat character. So that'll work just like that, but if you notice he has other things here, like pouches and a backpack. So let's go ahead, we'll do the backpack first. So I'm just gonna, we'll do it inside of the character. So you click the character here, then we click on add, and we want a skeletal mesh, click, we'll call it backpack, and then you set the skeletal mesh over here to the backpack, click. But as you can see, it's not animated, it's just floating there. So in the construction script, we need to drag in the backpack and drag in the actual mesh. And I think Unreal Engine 5.4 has a set, what is it called? Set leader pose, that's what it's called. If you're in a previous version, I believe it's called set master pose. But for some reason, they've changed it in the newest version of Unreal Engine. It's called set leader pose. So they changed master to leader. Don't know what that's all about, but whatever. Who knows? Just to make it more confusing for us, I guess. So what this will do is the target is the backpack and its new leader is the mesh. So then when I compile, we come back in, and as you can see, backpack is fully working with the character now. So now we just have to do that with whatever other stuff that we have in here. So we have some pouches, SK pouches. So we'll just come over here to mesh, add skeletal mesh. I'm going to call it pouches, and we will set it to pouches. Boom. And then same thing. We got to go to construction script. Take the pouches. I don't know if it'll let me do that. Yep, it'll let me do it. So I can just reuse the same node. Boom, there's the pouches, looking good. What else we got? We got a canteen and a helmet, which these are static meshes. Okay, so we'll just attach those to sockets. So you just come over here, you click on your mesh, you say add static mesh this time. We'll say helmet, and then change it to helmet. Boom. And I don't know if we'll have the socket. No, we won't. So we will have to get the socket for that, but let's go ahead and I'm going to add a static mesh for the canteen and set it to canteen. Click. There we go. And another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to select all of these new items that we just added in here. Make sure we go to collision, and let's see. You don't want these things colliding with yourself or anything else, so multiple values. We'll just set it to custom. Well, it's not wanting to change here. There we go. Okay, so we want to change these to, let's see, they'll overlap with bullets and overlap with everything else. Okay, well, I guess that'll work. Probably don't have to overlap with all these though. It's just collision. I just, you know, like, you don't really want these overlapping with anything else. They're just for kind of decoration. But you might want like bullet shots if you're shooting at each other. You might want to be able to get shot in the backpack or the helmet for realistic purposes. So we'll leave that. Okay, so let's go back to our folder that has the Hazmat character in it. We'll go to meshes. No, not meshes. Where does he have the... Where's he got that skeleton at? I'm looking for the skeleton for the mannequin. Which is probably this one. Yeah, okay. So it's located in Hazmat character, demo, mannequin, character mesh. We open up this UE4 mannequin skeleton. And we have sockets here. So here's a socket for the canteen. So let's go to our other skeleton, the one for this guy, the one for our character. If you click on him, open him up, which you probably already had him open, and then go to his skeleton, which is his button up here. Still opening up the wrong skeleton, but whatever. We'll do it manually then. Okay. We'll go to HGT, characters, mannequin, characters, mesh, UE4 skeleton. Open it up. Boom. There we go. So now we have both of our skeletons here. And just to make it clear, I'm going to change this one. I can't. Never mind. Okay, well, for the sake of this video, so I don't confuse anybody, I'm going to use a specific animation just for the, just so you know which one's what. So this one that's hanging is the skeleton that came with the Hazmat character. And this character right here that's in an A pose is the one that came with my zombie template. What we're going to do is we're going to take this this socket that's on the pelvis here for our canteen. I'm going to see if I can just copy the socket and come over here to this one and find the pelvis and right click and paste socket to selected bone. And if it worked, when we go back to our character here and I click on the canteen, there's a button up here called parent socket, and you can just type in S-canteen, click, and it puts the canteen right there where it's supposed to go. And we're going to do the same for the helmet. So we're going to find the helmet socket on here, which is probably down here. It's attached to the head bone called S helmet. We're going to copy it. I'm going to go to my skeleton. We're going to find the head bone right here. Paste socket to selected bone. And then go back to the character. Click on his helmet. Type in helmet. Boop. And looky there, his helmet's right where it's supposed to be. And I believe that does it for all that. Compile and save. And now, I'm sure I'm not the right character. Yeah, I'm the white. So let's go to HGT. We'll go to maps. We'll go to lobby. I'm going to play the game real quick. I like to play it in a new window, not the... There we go. Alright, there's our character right there. So now that we've selected that in the lobby level, we can go back into whatever level you want, and it's saved as our selected character. So, as you can see, we have our character here. That's good, he's animated, everything's working good, except for in first person, you notice we can see the helmet, and it's blocking our camera. Same with the backpack and everything else. So we're just gonna check the, change a few settings in the character for that. So what you want to do is you want to go to, where is this? You can basically copy the settings from the mesh. So I think it's called, you type in owner, and you can see this is set to owner no see, only owner see. So we want to do the same thing. So owner no see is true, only owner see is false. So these, same settings like that, but that won't fix all of it, I don't think. So let's see, we'll go into the game and see what happens. So everything looks good. We go into third, and I can't see my helmet and stuff anymore. It's gone. So we have to do a little tweaking here to inside the logic to get this working. So inside of your character, if you go to the top right, you can click the Find Parent in Content Browser for the third person character. It's also inside of HGT characters base character. We're going to open up this third person character here. And towards the tippity top, there is a part above the begin play that says toggle first and third person. And let's see, inside of here is where we're going to have to actually do some tweaking. So since this is the parent, you can't actually override an on-rep function inside of a child. So what we're going to do is, for the sake of being simple, I'll make probably a custom event inside of this blueprint. We'll call it, we'll call it update child components. Okay, and we will call this inside of this onRep. So update child components, and that way every time we toggle between first and third person, it'll run this check. And then I'm just going to copy this little is in first person, hide third person, show third person. I believe that's all we're going to need. Okay, I'm copying these, and then we're going to come back into this update child components, and I'm just going to paste that right here. And what we're going to do is, I'm not going to use the mesh, but instead we're going to use these new components that we have. Actually, I'm going to cut this. This is just going to be here empty, and we're going to override it in our child character. So when we come into our green character and go to the event graph, we can say update child components, and we'll add this event, and then you can paste this in here, and this will run when we switch between first and third person. And now we have the ability to take our backpack and pouches, canteen, and all that, and we can plug these into the set owner no see and the set owner no see here, and then remove the mesh one because we don't want, we're already doing that. So if we did it right, this should run, and we should be able to see our gear. And as you can see, there we go. We got a backpack, we got a helmet. In first person, I don't see any of that, which is perfect. We don't want that. But then in third person, you do see it. And there you go. Now you have a hat. Kill zombies with it. That's pretty easy. So that's how you can add them in. And you would just use this. Let's say you wanted to do like another character. This was the green character. Let's do the red character. Red character's right here. If it's the same way, you would just change this out with the Hazmat character, and then add in whatever you want, helmets or canteens, or maybe you don't want this one to even have any, but you just want them to be normal. So you can just change them to Hazmat, remove the color here, and then just add in the master pose if you're using anything. But if you're not, you won't have to do anything, you just leave it like this. Let's say change this material out, so Hazmat uniform 2, so that way it looks like he's in a different color. You could change the materials here if you want. Then let's see, that's pretty much it. And then when you go into the game, you'll have a new character. So let's go to lobby, save, play game. So there's that one, and there's that one. And you can just copy and rinse and repeat the same process for all the different characters. And if you wanted to, like, say, change these pictures, so that way instead of looking like a red character and a green character, it would actually be the picture of the Hazmat dude. I have a YouTube video on how to do that. It's on my YouTube channel. I'll probably put a link in the description, and it'll show you how you can simply just open up, I think it's in Core Blueprints, you can open up it in a widget somewhere, change a few pictures, and then you're good. So I hope that covers everything, and hope you guys like that. The character's really cool. I appreciate people sending me stuff like that so I can incorporate it into YouTube tutorials, and I will see you later.